us right now.
Trial enrollment has been really excellent. We have more than 40,000 subjects enrolled. Over 30,000 have had their second dose. So now it's a question of waiting and seeing who gets sick and who doesn't.
So what we really need to do now is look at the full portfolio of data available and also wait FDA, also evaluating that data for safety and efficacy and making a determination if it's ready for public consumption at this point. So that is step one, is data integrity. CDC has a committee called ACIP. ACIP will be approving any prioritization pathways. That's going to be dependent upon what FDA says about the vaccine. I think one of the major challenges that we're going to be facing is the supply versus demand curve for the vaccine is going to be tilted. We know that there's high demand and we know there will be insufficient supply on day one. That's where prioritization pathways are really critical to ensure that those that are most vulnerable and highest risk have access to the vaccine first. What's unclear right now is what the full timeline will be until everybody is vaccinated.
Il est amusant.
We have a series of packaging where we get these trays called pizza boxes, because they have roughly that shape, full of vaccine, and they're packed around with dry ice in these very insulated containers. So these containers can keep the vaccine at temperature by themselves for the order of a couple of weeks, and they can be repacked with dry ice.
Amusante.
Nice and cold. So
Gentil.
we not only have the track the location, but also we track the temperature, so that when the box is received, you can verify that it has stayed at the temperature that it should, which is a way of ensuring that the vaccine is actually finally given to the person being vaccinated. It's good.
This is not a temperature that a normal freezer or even a normal medical grade freezer can account for. The challenge has been initially there was a lot of thought about healthcare providers, hospitals, others acquiring these freezers. But since then, understanding that dry ice can be used as a substitute, it seems that most institutions are leaning towards using dry ice and replenishing the dry ice within that 10-day time frame. The hesitancy behind purchasing these freezers is that they're hard to find, and you're theoretically purchasing something that you plan on using once.
I think we're going to produce a tremendous number of doses. The 1.3 billion doses in 2021 is a goal that we're really shooting for.
Reliance on a single manufacturer, a single vaccine is not in our best interest. We're going to have to take a really multifaceted approach to get this done. And so the best case scenario is that you do have multiple vaccines that come out within close proximity of one another so that you can vaccinate as many as possible as quickly. The challenge, however, is that these vaccines are not going to be interchangeable. So if you receive Pfizer dose 1, you have to receive Pfizer dose 2. Same with Moderna and anyone else that comes out, with the exception of Johnson & Johnson, which is a single dose vaccine.
The goal we set in the beginning was 100 million this year and 1.3 billion next year. And of course, as we get down to the very last minute, we're going to have to see exactly how the decisions with FDA come out, the manufacturing rollout, but we're executing according to that plan.
In 2016, 538 wanted to figure out the ideal Thanksgiving menu. In a head-to-head matchup of classic Thanksgiving dishes, we put together the ultimate Thanksgiving meal. This video is